Welcome to Make This Game, a series where I challenge the creators in the Game Builder Garage community to make various games. First up is Elevator Action. Now you can look on screen here and see that I've picked retro games mostly, and this is a very simple game. I wanted to keep the game simple and achievable. Now you'll notice at the top of the screen you have the player 1 score and the high score. I don't know if high score has been done in Game Builder Garage yet, but that would be interesting to see. Now you have this platform here dropping down, and then you have various baddies coming out of different doors. I think this would be a tough thing to program for Game Builder Garage, but I'll bet you could recreate this sprite work almost to the T, which would be the way that I would recommend approaching this. But I'm really interested to see someone take their take of Game Builder Garage action. So if you make this game, make sure you post in the comments below. Next up is Crystal Castles. Now this is a game I do have some nostalgia for. I used to play this game in the arcade, and it actually features a trackball control to roll the bear, it's a bear if you can tell, around the various mazes to catch gems, which is what you're actually collecting here. Now, the problem I see with this game in Game Builder Garage is not so much the pixel art. I think that's very doable. It's the amount of items that you have to pick up in the gems. So I don't know, they've done Pac-Man. It was okay. I think the node-on limit is going to prevent them from doing too many levels, but you could probably do each of these levels as their own code, maybe. And I don't know how you imitate that drawing of the geometry. I don't know that you can. So I think this game may have to look more like the Atari version on Game Builder Garage, but I'm showing the arcade version here. But I do think this game is totally craftable in Game Builder Garage. And if you manage to do that, make sure you let me know in the comments below. Next up is Ring King, and this is another game from my childhood, which is kind of a common theme here. But I used to play this in the arcade, and I rather enjoyed it. It was a simple boxing game, a little bit less intense than Punch-Out. You didn't have to know all these crazy moves and memorize things and button combinations. So because of that simplicity, I think to bring a good boxing game to Game Builder Garage will be to use this as sort of a prototype and build around what Ring King did, and I think it is very possible to make this happen. Now, I'd rather see this done with pixel art versus just two persons knocking each other around in the ring, but if you manage to make this game, make sure you let me know in the comments below. Next up is Rally X, and this is kind of another nostalgic game for me. It's also one from the Namco Classics Volume 1, which was something I really enjoyed back in the day on PlayStation. This is a fun game. Now, I think it's pretty obvious here to see why I picked this for Game Builder Garage, as it is very simple. Now, where I think people are going to run into trouble is not making the racing and the collectibles. That actually, maybe even I could do that. I don't think that part is hard. I think the hard part here is going to be that map on the side and then any score keeping. Lives, like the 3 racers there. Can you get extra lives? How does score work? So the scoring system would be the thing that may be the challenge here. But what do you think? Can you make this game? Let me know in the comments below. And finally, my last challenge is Klax, one of my favorite puzzlers of all time. Now, this game is considered to be not as good as the greats such as Tetris or Columns, but I actually really like this game. One of the things I really enjoyed about Klax was the structuring. So there were levels, there were warps. There was actually a game to be beaten here, which isn't the same for a lot of puzzle games. So I actually left my NES on for 2 straight weeks to beat this game. But stories aside, one of the things I really liked was the ability to make X's. Like he's going to make one here, I think. See, there you go. And you could do different patterns. Like you could do an X and it would like give you tons of score. Or you could do a certain pattern that would warp you to a new level. And you can kind of have to build around it just like Tetris. This would be such a fun game to make in Game Builder Garage. It would be hard. It would be intense. I would like to see the person that took a crack at Tetris to take a shot at this one, because I really think this would be an amazing game builder garage game. But what do you think of this video? Can you make these games? Let me know in the comments below, and I hope y'all are having a great day.